All right, here with Coach Lonnie Galloway. I have to start this by asking. I know that Dabo and Mac have a really good relationship.
Right.
Did that play a part in you coming here?
That was a huge part. Just trying to figure out like what I'm going to do after the whole North Carolina thing, and talk to Coach Brown about it. Talk to a lot of guys here about it, and obviously talk to Coach Swinney about it. Let it be known that I wanted to be here, and he didn't make any promises or any of those things. And after we had our bowl game, he called and said, "Hey." I said, "Coach, I really want to come." He's like, "Well, you can come whenever you want." And I was like, "Well, I want to do it now." So, it's been great to be able to come down here.
I was talking to John Scott, and I said, it's almost like you walk into the meeting room and it's an all-star cast because you got Mike Houston and Lonnie Galloway and John Gross and Nick Eason and Chris Rumpf and Tom Allen and Garrett. All-star cast, right? Like,
oh, yeah.
It's crazy.
There's a lot of, the best thing about it, Clemson's a A-plus organization, university from top to bottom, and to be able to go into a meeting room with a lot of guys that have done this at a high level for a long time is very impressive, and that's what I was looking for, family, type atmosphere, and it's been wonderful to be here. Just being able to listen to Coach Swinney as he directs the meetings and practices and those things, it's been huge to see how he does it, and it's I love it. It's a great place to be.
You've coached some really good wide receivers,
yep.
including that Downs kid. He did something, right?
Yeah.
Like he was all right, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about this group that you guys have here this year?
Tyler has done a great job. Coach Grissom has done a great job of assembling, a lot of good players, and it showed last year, the young, TJ and Wesco being freshmen, but then, Antonio had a breakout year, and then you got Cole, and, Tristan had a great spring game, and then Tyler Brown coming back. So, the room is full, and, the thing about the room is that Coach Gris has done a great job. They all care for each other. And that's, part of, being a successful group is, you're pulling for each other, and that's very impressive for me to see, being outside and then coming in is, just watching the guys compete and work and do all the things that, you want, even if you're not having to make them do it. They work all the time, and so it's been great.
Going back to Dabo and you get here, you hear things.
Yep.
But then you get here. Is it what everybody says it is? Is it better? What is it like?
It's great. He's he runs it like you're supposed to. A lot of I feel very comfortable being here. Like I was at Chapel Hill with Coach Brown, and Coach Swinney. All he wants you to do is do the work. And that's what he preaches. Do the work. Pour into these kids. It's Clemson. It's Clemson football. It's not about an individual, and that's all you want when you come into the building. You want to feel like, okay, I have a voice, but everybody's working to the same goal, and right now that's to have a great fall camp.
You're used to kind of being the main voice.
Yep.
What is it like now, not wanting to step on Tyler's, toes,
yep.
but still being a big part of it?
Has
it been a transition?
Yeah. Coach Gris and I have known each other for a while, but, we had that conversation when I got here. It's like, hey, man, I'm just here to help.
Yeah.
And that was huge, for us, being grown men to have that conversation is, I'm just here to help. And, obviously he is the leader of that room, and I'm just there to give support. And, when we talk some things out and, different ideas and questions and those things. But, obviously he's in charge of that room, and it's been great. It's been great. We, I would say we work great together, and that's all you could ask for is, to be able to, feel comfortable when you're in this situation I'm in, and, I enjoy it. And, I enjoy being able to come in and just help, and I've been in charge for 28 years, so it's one of those things to be able to, take a reset, but still be able to coach and help out.
What will be your role on game day?
Right now, I don't know if I'll be on the field or in the box, but it'd be a situation where coaching is coaching, and game day is game day. So it'll be a situation to where I think all that part will work out on exactly where I'm going to be and what I'm going to do. But it's been fun to be here.
And then final question: What is similar about Dabo and Mac, and what is different about them?
There are a lot of similarities between, Coach Brown and Coach Swinney. Just how they run the meetings, how they run the team, and those things. And, not a lot of different, qualities about them, besides, age-wise, but, they have great respect for each other. And, that's all you can ask, going from, Coach Brown to Coach Swinney. I hit a home run to be able to work for two great men like that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.